Welcome to solverfy.
Okay, so this is a blade. Okay, so this is a blade, and it is attached at on this end. Now we are giving you tang the free end at this side. Okay, so what happens is the question is asking us that we place a wad of clay on the free end. So this is a free end. So in the first, what we are doing is we are adding some clay here. Okay, so here we are adding some clay on the free end. So how will the frequency of vibration differ? Well, the frequency of vibration in this case is given by the spring constant of the blade here and upon the moment of inertia. So moment of inertia is directly proportional to mass and square of length, right? And I is proportional to the mass and square of length, right? So what happens here is in this case, uh, here, what happens is the mass increases, right? The of effective length of this also increases. So of this blade increases. So what happens is this to imply that I decreases, I also increases. So when I increases, this further implies that from the equation of F is equal to root under K by I, we can say frequency decreases. All right. So what we can say is that the frequency of vibration will decrease. So what we can say is the frequency of vibration will decrease. Okay, so the next case is what happens, would it make any difference if the clay were stuck to the middle? So in this case, when the clay is stuck in the middle, so there will be change in the mass. Of course, the mass is going to increase for that, right? But the length will remain the same. The length will be remaining the same. Length doesn't change. So even with this, due to the increase in mass, I will increase, but it will not increase as it had increased previously. So let me write this as double and this also double. Okay, so I will just increase. So it's with the increase in I, of course the frequency will decrease. Okay, but not that much like the previous case. So frequency will decrease even if we put the clay at the center, but the frequency will decrease by a higher amount if the clay was at the end. Okay, so hope this answers the given question. Well, also that why could this question have been asked back in chapter 8? So of course the chapter 8 has a rotational motion there. So rotational inertia is used here, right? So this question also could be asked in chapter 8 because this has something to do with rotational inertia I, okay, that we have used here. Well, so this is finally ends of